Hi Virgo, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. So I am doing the past, present, and near future energy readings again, using two decks now to start off with, the Zodiac 108 and the Intuit Oracle, something like that. So I put two decks together to help minimize the potential of having repeat cards showing up in all the zodiac signs. So let's find out from Archangel Michael what you need to know with respect to your past, present, and near future. Now remember, the past is about we're going to use that one, is near or far, and we got Falcon, which is rising above, ability, strategy, skill, focus, a transition, changes, higher self, third eye, far-reaching vision. So being able to see something from a higher perspective. And then present day energy is fine print. Okay, detail, look closer. Yeah, that makes sense. See something from a higher perspective, to read, to see between the lines, to read between the lines, to see the fine print. And the near future. Castle, pride, recognition. Wow. Awesome. So this could have something to do with work, business, maybe. Let's find out. Okay, we've got past, near or far to you. You have to decide. And the two is like a partnership, a couple, doing something with someone else. Union, a collaboration, a connection. So Falcon, rising above, ability, strategy, skill, focus, a transition, changes, higher self, third eye, far-reaching vision. Okay, transition, changes, strategy, higher self. So present day energy is fine print. The 7, which is heaven, which is about love, right? Love and truth. Let's see, detail, look closer, inspection, research, be careful, in-depth, pay attention, don't assume, be thorough, deep dive, hidden information, double check, read between the lines. I just say that, read between the lines, okay? Reading between the lines, the fine print. Okay, so the near future is the 6, which is about love and family. Yeah, that's a Sagittarius sign, I think. Okay, so castle is pride, recognition, position, praise for achievements, ego, wealth, ancestry, antiquity, history, legacy, architecture, power, prestige, isolation, the old guard, and timeless. Beautiful, yeah. Castle is timeless. Stands the test of time, right? When there's so many castles around the world that are from God only knows how long ago some of them are. They are antiquity for sure. Okay, Lenormand, Archangel Michael, what may be a past energy from the Lenormand? For our Virgos, we have fish, which is a 7. Again, that's love and truth, which is also bounty. Okay, so fish, flying fish as well, flying fish. So the fish, it's about the story. You don't take them, don't give them fish, teach them how to fish, right? So that they can continue. They've learned how to be able to provide for themselves because you taught them how to fish. Rising above, ability, strategy, skills, focus, a transition, changes, higher self, third eye, far-reaching vision with fish. And we got the, looks like the King of Pentacles right here. You see that? Is it? Yeah, so this is a very grounded energy. The King of Pentacles is all about abundance, prosperity. Abundance, yeah? Prosperity. Right, okay, so present day energy, we have got the Sun, card number 31, which is 4, which is about structure. It's about stability, having a great foundation, a very happy and expanding foundation. All right, and now for the near future, we have Mountain with 21. That's 3. That's 3 is communication. Thank you. Then we have, what's that? The Eight of Wands. That is communication. So getting to the top of the mountain, communicating. And with this, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This all looks really good. It's just you making sure whatever it is that's being presented to you is what it seems to be. Just making sure, like, you know, checking for red flags. And if there are, you do your research, do your due diligence to find out if there's anything to be concerned about. Okay, Archangel Michael for Virgo. What do we have here? This one? Okay. The Star. Well, yeah, right underneath. Okay. So it's justice and humility. Luck is on your side. Fabulous. Another really great positive card. All right, Virgo, what about for clarification for the Star card, please? It's a wish fulfillment. It's healing. Things coming into balance. All right. Three of Cups. So some kind of collaboration, socially or romantically, friends, or lover. You know, because the Three of Cups can be a reunion between two people that haven't seen each other or for a while, or have been not talking to each other, or it's just there's been no contact for a while. But let's just keep going, because this doesn't really speak of romance to me at all, except for that. But that could also mean you're collaborating, networking with others. I know that's the Three of Pentacles. However, it's also, you know, through friends that you can network, because your friends know friends, and those friends know friends, you know. So definitely be doing something that you are reaching out through your friends for, because like I said, they have friends and their friends have friends. Okay. Ten of Wands. Something, it's a new beginning, always the 10 is. So you've let a heavy burden go, and it's in the past, so that's awesome. Heavy burden, feeling pressurized, feeling too responsible, too much pressure on you, too much stress, feeling like you're under pressure, too responsible, too much you're responsible for, having bearing the brunt of either the hard work or just the experience of the stress of worrying about something. Like if you're the one who is the treasurer of the company, or the treasurer, or the person who manages the money, who's like the accountant or whatever you would be in your small business or your business, that you see the dollars that coming in and the dollars that go out, and maybe there's not enough coming in, there's more going out, so you're stressed because you have an investment in the well-being of the future of the company or the business project, or just your career, just anything financially you have. And it may not just be financially, it may be simply things like producers, or people who you go to produce, the manufacturers, to produce the particular good or service, usually the goods that clients are demanding, but you can't get the items, that the clients are demanding off the production line fast enough, or the if you cannot provide your client's demand, you know, if you cannot feed the demand fast enough, especially in this day and age, because, you know, you can go just about anywhere and online for it at the click of the mouse or the click of your cell phone. You can get anything you want very, very quickly. So if your company can't provide because you run out of stock, or it's just not going to happen because the manufacturer can only produce so much every day, whatever, and you got this ginormous amount of clientele demand, and you just can't meet it, and then they go somewhere else. So you're losing sales. You'd be losing sales. You still got an order in, though. You still have an order for whatever it is that you're trying to get in, you know, in stock, bring it in stock for to sell. You still got the order in, but your clients are going elsewhere. So, you know, you have that kind of pressure. Even though your other business partner, if you're in business with somebody else, and it may not be that you're in business with somebody else, you may be wanting to bring somebody into the business with you, Virgo. And Virgo, you are all about, you know, hard work. You're a very grounded earth sign, and you have no problem working your hands to the bones, kind of thing. You put in an effort, and you expect others to as well. But you're not like this person there. You're not like the person who would say you need to be doing this and this much and that fast if you weren't able to do it yourself. You would do it yourself first, and then you would show someone else that they can do it too, right? You wouldn't have these demands or expectations that are unrealistic for others to be able to succeed in or achieve. So yeah, you're a very fair, hardworking business person. But you have a lot of stress on you, a lot of demands that you are letting go of because you're bringing somebody else on board. And that's what I'm seeing is going on here. It's like this, you had to rise above your current dilemmas, your current hardships, right? You had to rise above them and say, I'm losing too much money not having what I need to sell to my clients, or I'm not bringing in enough sales because I can't be in 10 places at one time, you know, speaking to this company, speaking to that business, speaking to that client. You know, I just can't be everywhere. And then, of course, it's the business expense with all the traveling and time spent on the phone and, you know, through FaceTime or Zoom, that kind of thing. Maybe you do seminars, maybe you, for your business, to introduce your product to companies. Maybe you do workshops to help people understand your product and how to use it. So you're a very, 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 very busy person, but you needed to rise above that so that you can get a clear eye on what it is that has been weighing you down and keeping you basically restricted to the point where you aren't really going to be as profitable doing it on your own as you would if you bring someone else into the business. So again, it's like somebody had to come along and show you how to fish, not just give you a fish. So somebody couldn't come along, you might have had people come, investors maybe come in, and it could be that you need to have an investor. But there could be people that could give you money, but if they really aren't, their focus isn't on whatever products or services that you have to offer, they're not really that great of an investor, even though they might have the money. So it's about them, that their actual asset to you would be to tell you, because they're probably investors for other companies or businesses, small business, to tell you what they find, what they see, what they expect, and the growth, that sort of thing. They're going to give you some kind of business advice that's going to show you what you can do. And the first thing they're going to say is that, so how many people you got working in your company? And you're going to say, oh, well, it's just me. what? You know, that kind of thing. No, that's your number one, they might say to you, that's your number one mistake, is to not have more. Given what you're trying to produce and what you're selling, you need someone else. You need an investor, or you need a partner, or you need both. You need two things. And it could be like, this is you talking to someone who could be a partner, and this one could be the investor. Okay? That's your wish fulfillment. That's the wish being granted. You bring on an investor or partner, or one and the same. That is your justice. That is your luck is on your side now. You can now open up and expand like a star expands, right? So then the sun, happy times. You're seeing the fine print. You're looking at what it is that needs to be done. You're paying attention to it here. It says you're seeing it from a different perspective. You're reading between the lines of where you were headed before to where you could be headed with someone else on your side. You're being careful, but you're looking to see how to involve others, but everything's going to be done legally, signed in front of the lawyers, you know, that kind of thing, right? Contracts and agreements with percentages of how much profit you're going to offer your new partner, or how much of the investor's return is going to be, the ROI, return on investment. So yeah, you've got some looking at doing your research, the due diligence stuff. With the Ace of Swords, there you go, with the fish. The Ace of Swords, this is like the divine saying, you've let go of your burdens. You said, I'm seeing this from a new perspective. I've listened to somebody who said, your number one mistake is that you're trying to do this all by yourself. Given what you're trying to produce, you know, the numbers, the profit, the sales trajectory, that kind of thing, what you're trying to produce with just one person doing it. And so you've been given some really good advice, the truth that you needed to see. This is in the past. So now the divine had brought somebody onto your path that was able to teach you how to fish. They weren't going to give you money. They weren't going to give you fish. They're going to teach you how to make money in the best way, most resourceful and successful way. And so that's the divine rolling out that red carpet of that new beginning, that you're now going to follow the truth. The truth is that you needed to see things differently so that you could release the burdens and help and bring someone else on board to help carry that burden with you, so that you could take your business to success, you know, profitable success. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, seriously, this is crazy. This is really great. These cards are coming out wonderfully. Ten of Pentacles, like, you are going to be, with the star, your wish is already granted. It's just a matter of you doing what you needed to do to become enlightened and find the Ace of Pentacles here. This is the Ace of Pentacles, where the divine is enlightening things for you, for that great big blessings of prosperity and abundance. It's going to light the way for you to see who it is that's going to be a good fit, a good match for you, whether it's investment wise or partnership wise. Somebody who can bring something to the table that's worthy of your attention and investment, right? Ten of Pentacles. Someone's going to commit, and this is going to be a long-term commitment that you're going to make with this person. You're going to be signing a contract or an agreement, partnership, whatever it is, with this person. And things are all they're all sunshine, but also clouds, because the Eight of Swords is like, let's just be honest here. Doing it on your own, you have complete control. Do you really, though? Do you really have complete control? That's what we think. Doing it on our own, I have complete control. I don't have to worry about what someone else is doing or what they're not doing. I have complete control of the money coming in and going out. But do you really? If you have too much going on, do you really feel like you've got control of everything? Especially if you can't get your manufacturers your wholesaler or whatever to provide you with what you need in order to meet your demands? Do you really have that under control? Not likely, but it's a habit. The truth is that you are telling yourself that you need to do things on your own. That's the only way. That you started your business thinking, I can do this all by myself, I don't have to pay anybody else, I can manage. But that truth is all that's doing to you is wrapping you up in a whole network of untruths that's causing you to be concerned, be feeling overburdened, and just wore out, stressed to the nines, well, stressed to the eights in this case. You don't want to be stressed to the nines, because that's then you taking it to bed as well. So hopefully that card doesn't show up. But in any ways, it's a habit, is what I'm trying to say. It's a habit. So even though you're taking the necessary steps to bring someone else on board, whether it's an investor or a partner or one and the same, it's going to have you up in your head, because you're not going to sure if you could trust them like you could trust yourself, right? I got someone else I got to worry about now. I got to keep an eye on them. This is my business. I put this and the other thing into it. My time, my money, this, that, and the other thing, right? I don't know if I can trust somebody else. So it's going to be concerning to you. It's a process where you're going to take incremental steps to being able to feel safe with someone else in your business, with your baby. But you do that with the Castle and the Chariot energy. They go together, and then we have the Mountain and the Three of Swords. Very interesting, Archangel Michael. Three of Swords with the Mountains. Well, yeah, okay, so Three of Swords is like, it's pain. It's pain and hardship, right? It's being hurt if it's a relationship. But it's pain and hardship if it's something that is not working out for you, right? Something's not working out for you, you're experiencing a lot of grief in the sense that, why didn't I do this? Or why did I do that? You know, why didn't I see the writing on the wall? You know, that kind of stuff. Where it's just, you feel like you've just been sucked under by an emotional current of, I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. That could be your mountain, but that is the obstacle that you need to get over, because this is here. You're moving forward with this person, these persons, or this person. You're moving forward with them. You're going to do it, okay? You're still going to be under stress in the sense that you're going to be worried and concerned. Now you got a different worry and concern than you did back here. This was all about money or not being able to meet your demands. This is more about the other people you're bringing into your business, all right, to help you. And you're not sure if you can trust them, even if you're hiring an accountant or a lawyer to help you. It's stressful, and also it's more money going out too. So, you know, you got your worries, concerns, and you know, fair enough, right? But the divine is saying is that you're going to do it anyways, and you're going to be going at a good clip here with the Chariot, because you've got things, you've got a goal, which is listening to your heart, and you've been listening to advice that there's a better way to approach what you're trying to do. So now your heart and your mind are in sync, in balance, and because of that you're bringing someone else on, even though you're concerned about this, you're going to start seeing the momentum go faster and faster and faster and faster, right? Things are going to move forward for you quickly. This is pride, recognition, position, praise for achievements, wealth, ancestry, antiquity, history, and so forth and so on. But in any case, you're going to be gaining some power and prestige because you are getting more recognition. You are making more money now. Even though maybe half of it's got to go out to someone else, your profit line is increasing, and it's all good. But it's like, the mountain that you've got to overcome here is that your faith in this, your trust in the ability of being able to do it. It might even get to the point where it becomes so lucrative that it really starts to scare you, because you might slip back into that way of thinking that says, what if? What if? Is this going to last? Is my partner, are they going to be trustworthy? Is the investor going to stick with us? Or is the investor going to want more, the bigger, larger piece of the pie, or they're going to pull out? You know, you were burdened with a lot of stress here. The habit of taking on too much. You still got that energy here, but it's like focused on something different now because you got other people involved, not just yourself. But it's going to be a hard habit to break with the Three of Swords showing up. That's your obstacle that you need to overcome and get around. This is the this is the Eight of Swords, isn't it? 6, 7, no, 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands. So you've got to be able to figure out how to communicate what it is that scares you with your partner, so that, and other people that might be in a position like an accountant and a lawyer and whoever else, other business people that are succeeding in their small business pursuit, kind of thing that's not so small anymore. You might have other people that you need to be communicating with to help you realize that you don't have to be so scared of success. You know, people can be scared of success. There's the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Cups with the Tower energy, but Temperance right behind it. And we got the Devil and the Queen of Cups, whatever. We'll keep the Devil here. But yeah, this is, oh my God, it was going so well, but it seems to me, Virgo, we've got you in your head worrying still and bringing that energy into your future, your present day, which will become your future if you don't stop, if you don't change it now. So we want you to succeed. The divine wants you to succeed. That's why they put you on the path. That's why they gave you that truth with this person, being able to tell you that you can achieve and succeed if you but do one thing different, and that's to bring others on board. Seven of Pentacles, you'll be looking back at what it is, maybe the mistakes that you made in the past, or all that you've invested that you're worried about losing from winning, from expanding. Perhaps it's just that what this is telling you right here is that even though you are being recognized and you're making achievements, that kind of thing, it's kind of like but like I said before, it may be that the profit line is getting larger, it's increasing, but you're having to put 50% out or more to someone else now. It's not just all coming into you, and that might really, really concern you a lot, to the point where you just put your head down and say, am I really any better off? Am I any better ahead than I was before? With the regret and remorse, am I really any better off? I'm giving 50% of my profit, because that's the only way they would agree to be an investor or to be a partner with me, is 50-50. Or even if it's 49-51, it's still, you're putting out 49% of your profit to someone else. And if it's a partner, they're going to say, oh no, if I'm going to invest in this company, we got to be 50-50. And you'll be saying, well, no, it's my company, I want to be 51, you be 49. And so it's stuff like that you're going to have to take into consideration in that, but it's to the point where you're really feeling scared that all that you put in to, all that you put of yourself, your finances and energy and everything into having started your business is going to be lost to, okay, because the Five of Cups here, we've got 30%, let's see, 30%, that's really, what's 5? This is 20, 40, that's 60%. 60% of it's going out where to places that we're not going out to with just you being on board. The other 20%, no, the other 40%, I'm not a mathematician. Because there's 5 cups, right? So each cup is 20%. And there's 2 more cups that you're not noticing, that you still are making 40% of the profit. Even though this is just, an example of what trying to translate the energy. Of course, you're not likely going to give 60% of it to your investor or your business partner, but it's just like that's what it's going to seem like when you're worried, is that there's more going out that you're taking than you are actually taking in yourself. However, the reality is that it's more than you had before when you were like this. It's going to be, the Tower is that whole worry has got to end. And what's going to happen is the good times start rolling in, and you're going to realize that your 40%, if we're going with that example, because you got 2 cups, 20% at each cup, there's 40% that you're not recognizing or acknowledging that's yours. That's going to be, you've got to stop worrying about the other 60%. Got to stop. You got to trust the system, trust the strategy, trust the plan. The divine helped you with this, brought something to your enlightenment about what it is that you could do, if you so choose, you could do to really profit in your business, that you, in ways that you had not ever done or thought of. Well, maybe you thought of it, but you'd not done to this point. You got a really great advice about it from someone who taught you how to fish, okay? And you have been very smart, very wise about bringing someone else on board. You networked and you found that there is an investor, somebody who would want to commit to you, a business partner that is a wish come true for you, because now you don't have to carry all of this on your own. You got someone else to do this with you, but you let go. You've got to let go, completely let go of being the one that says, I got to be the one to worry about this. They don't have to worry. It's not their business. They didn't put all this, that, and the other thing into it to start it. I did. That's the 7 of Pentacles stuff here. Yes, but they're putting something into it themselves. So let's say you got 2 people, you got 30, that's 60%, you got 30% going to one and 30% going to the other. You're a 40%er. So I see that's pretty fair. You got 40% of everything and they get 30% of it. That's if you got 2, an investor and someone who wants to invest as well, but be a business partner with you. Yes, very, very good. So you have got to put an end to this. The divine is going to put an end to this. That's where the Tower. Now this Tower has not come down yet. You see, it's getting lit up by lightning. I don't think it's been struck yet. Otherwise it would have started to, it'd be on fire and it'd be coming down. It's in this deck, it's not coming down yet. Find a way to be balanced in your energy so that you can be healed from what this kind of thinking was, that you have to have your finger in all the pots, which means you got to worry about everything all the time. You got a partner to help you out and an investor as well. You might even have a board of directors, who knows? But you've got other people to help you with your mission and your vision of your business. You get on board with that so that this does not have to happen. You bring the Tower down instead of the divine bringing the Tower down, Virgo. You bring it down by saying, I'm not going to worry about this. I've got other people to help me now. I got people to help me now. I got 40, they get 30. I got 40, this is okay. We just got to trust the process, as they say. Trust the process, right? You got to plan, because this is what the fine print was all about. You got a plan and a strategy going forward. Business plan, right? With these people involved now. You're not in this on your own. And they're not making the money that you're making. So I see this as a win-win. You have just got to, like I said, bring the Tower down yourself. Don't leave it to the point where, you're now into from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords, taking it to bed at night too, worrying about it, stressed out about it, where you can't even sleep, and then you're a turd. during the day because you're not getting enough sleep. So bring it down yourself. Stop the worrying. The divine started this with you. You agreed to it. Started you off on a really good footing, and just keep moving forward with that trust and faith in your people that have come forward to you, because they are people who are here to be, to bring prosperity and abundance, happiness, growth and expansion into your life, into your business. Okay, Virgo, I hope that was helpful. Please like and subscribe and share. Bye for now.